nations of the Western Hemisphere tended to make a greater social difference to the Negroes themselves in Latin America and the Caribbean than in the United States. One consequence of these regional differences in the treatment of different segments of the African ancestry populations were differences in racial solidarity among these geographic regions. For example, it was much more common for free persons of color to own slaves in Latin America and the Caribbean than in the United States. The prime exception in the U.S. was New Orleans, a former Latin American colony acquired in the Louisiana Purchase of 1803, where there was a large class of Negroes owning slaves. 1/3 of the free colored families in New Orleans owned slaves, and 3,000 free persons of color joined the Confederate Army during the Civil War. Charleston, South Carolina, another exception, had many slave-owning free persons of color from the British West Indies and Santo Domingo. Elsewhere in the United States, where blacks owned other blacks as slaves, it was often only nominal ownership of members of their own family, given the high legal costs of obtaining freedom papers. Some whites, especially Quakers, also held nominal slaves for similar reasons, while those technically in bondage, in fact, lived the lives of free persons.